These adorable creatures are elephant seals. They're native to the eastern Pacific Ocean. On land, they'll sleep for half the day. But in the water, it's a different story. On their months-long trips out to sea to hunt, they'll sleep just 2 hours a day in 20-minute naps underwater. Researchers discovered this by outfitting elephant seals with brain-monitoring rubber caps. But we'll get back to that. Almost no other animal can get by on this little sleep.
We know it's important. We know all the ramifications if you don't get enough sleep. How elephant seals short-circuit that, we don't have a clue.
That's Dan Costa. He heads the University of California, Santa Cruz Institute of Marine Sciences, and he co-authored the new study published in the journal Science. He and his colleagues have put cameras on seals to watch them hunt. They've put GPS trackers on them to follow them at sea, and they found that the seals are amazing divers.
They dive to routinely between 400 and 500 meters, hold their breath for about 20 to 25 minutes, and then they come up to the surface for 2 or 3 minutes, and then they go into another dive. And they do that nonstop for weeks at a time.
These trips last for up to 7 months. Costa has been studying them since the 1980s, and one question keeps coming up.
Whenever I would show these data to people, they'd say, well, when does it sleep? And we've been wondering that for what is that, 30, 40 years.
Everything with a brain has to sleep, but a sleeping animal is easy prey.
It's kind of a catch-22 because how you perform while you're awake depends on sleep. But sleep is a dangerous state where you lose awareness of the environment.
That's Niels Rottenborg at the Max Planck Institute. His lab studies how birds sleep. For example, frigate birds spend days flying over the ocean looking for food. So when do they sleep?
We put brainwave recording devices on them and found that they do in fact sleep on the wing.
Those brainwave monitors showed that the birds sleep with one half of the brain at a time, while the other half keeps them airborne. To track elephant seal sleep, Costa's graduate student, Jessica Kendall Barr, built a deep-sea-worthy brain monitor.
A neoprene cap that was sort of like the thing you'd go to a sleep study and put on your head. Well, she built an elephant seal version of that.
The brainwave cap showed that a seal goes to sleep by first diving to a depth below where predators usually hang out. Then, as it drifts off to sleep, it rolls onto its back and spirals downward for a several-minute snooze before waking up and heading back to the surface. It does this a few times in a row, averaging around 2 hours total per day. And that's it for up to 7 months. When they're back on land and safe from sharks and orcas, they'll sleep for 11 hours a day. Don't bother them, they've earned it.